game in a row last night. Darvin Ham said, you know what? Might see him before the season's over. Take a listen.
Him being out has revealed that, we have a lot of different weapons that are very capable players on both sides of the ball that can help us, achieve the goal that we're trying to achieve. And when he comes back, he's just going to add to it. But, guys just got to play. We got to stay together. And here's the 3 words I've been saying all year. We just got to continuously compete, stay together, and hold ourselves accountable.
You said when he comes back, is that basically the path that this is on, is that he will be able to be back at some point here?
Yeah, we anticipate him coming back at some point.
Okay. You optimistic?
About him coming back?
I think he'll be playing well.
I think he'll play fine. All right, I don't, like I said, I don't think 2018 LeBron, but I think he'll play fine. The question is how quickly he fits together with his guys, which I think will be fairly quickly because he's smart and they got shooting and they got defense, which are things you want around LeBron, and they got a second star in AD. And I mention this, every team's got questions. I want to say what they are quickly. Sacramento obviously is young. Denver's now lost 5 of their last 7, and they're not a very good defensively.
No.
I mean, they're mediocre at best defensively. So they got issues. Memphis, Ja, obviously. Phoenix, KD, and the chemistry, similar to the Lakers. Right? Like, you got KD coming back to play with his teammates that he really hasn't played with. LeBron's going to be coming back. Obviously, he's played with AD and some of the others. But they got a lot of new guys, and he's going to have to fit with those guys. Dallas, the defense, the chemistry, Luka's still been out. And Golden State, can they win on the road? And the Clippers, they are, you hate to say the fewest questions, but they got Russ. They got to deal with Russ, and they played him again down the stretch yesterday. No, it might be. Look,
Bruce,
the West is so wide open. I'm just saying, I'm watching the Clippers.
Hold on. Okay.
Clippers looking all right.
I mean, Bruce's wandering eye knows no bounds. Hold
on, I never changed off my Warriors pick.
Oh, well, you should.
If I put them on the graphic saying they only had a 3% chance of winning the finals,
should go off
would
the
you say
Warriors
I didn't
pick.
pick them?
But let me talk about LeBron for a moment here.
He just changed the subject.
No, I'm just talking about.
Just ignore it. Don't even, what?
Brew is like talking. Give Kyrie a compliment.
He wants you to bail.
I'm trying to help
Put him in the show. Right now it says we're talking Lakers, so I'm going to do what Stephen Hubbard, our producer, wants me to do and talk Lakers. So the final week of the year is the earliest LeBron would be back. And by the way, I showed you how soft these next 6 are. The final 4 in the final week: Utah, at the Clippers, home for Phoenix, KD might be back, and then home for Utah, game 82. That's a tough final 4, especially if Utah's in it. And it involves a back-to-back at Utah and at the Clippers. Now, Chris Haynes reported this weekend that Anthony Davis will play in that back-to-back.
Oh, well,
it seems
amazing.
To make the playoffs. You know what?
What grit.
But I think it's safe to say LeBron, if that's his second game back, is not playing in that back-to-back. LeBron's not coming back from the foot injury and playing his back-to-back immediately.
If they need to make the playoffs, or if it's for seeding, you don't think he'd play?
I don't think that if his first game, it depends on when he comes back. But I don't think his first 2 games back are going to be on back-to-back. My point is this. I think LeBron's going to play at maximum 3 regular season games for this team. Maximum 3 regular season games, whether it's games 80, 81, and 82, or 79, 81, and 82. And which is why this next stretch is so important. If that happens, though, I will say this. I like their top 8 guys, bro.
No.
LeBron, Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves coming off the best game of his life, Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt, Dennis Schroeder. There are your top 7.
Yeah.
You then have, depending on the night, Hachimura or Gabriel, if you want to go bigger, Troy Brown. We'll see if Mo Bamba ever comes back. Because in the playoffs, you're only going to play 8 or 9 guys. You really only should be.
I mean, what are we doing?
What we're doing
what we're doing right now is hurting your brand, to be 100%.
What do you mean?
You know what they call you? Mr. Consistency.
Yeah.
So we either got to be, you know what? Might miss the play-in, or I like him for the title.
No.
Mr.
No.
Consistency,
He
I hold you
said
to a high
both.
standard.
No, I
That's
did
what
not
I'm saying.
Hold on a second. What I will
You have
not,
said both.
what I
You got
will
the
not
nerve to
stand
talk
for
about me.
on this Monday is
Jeez.
being misquoted. What I am saying is I am not confident that they will handle their business over these next 6 games while LeBron is out, because we don't know on a day-in, day-out basis what you're getting from Anthony Davis. However, if they do handle their business there, they will be fine. They will be in the playoffs in some capacity. Right. And when LeBron gets back, I like the makeup of this team with him there. Can they survive without him? We're about to find out.
I wanted to clarify.
You're not clarifying anything.
But
you ain't got a pick,
I
buddy.
think it was more goobly goop. I mean, I don't know what he said. All right.
I thought it was good. I thought it would clarify.
Really? I thought it was Mike missed the play-in.
You know
Mike
what was
winning.
interesting?
I thought it was
LeBron come back after those Pat Bev games, though. Oh, back-to-back against the Bulls. You want to avoid those. I'll be in the
Bulls are going to be playing
chamber
for a
with my
player.
Trucks built to serve.
Oh, it's going to be a huge Monday show. Welcome to First Things First, the only shows that plays way too much chess. How about that?
Well, 10,000 games this
Too
guy.
much.
He's
It's
an addict.
Too much. Today, Aaron Rodgers still not a Jet. Why this deal is less than 100% certainty. That's true, bro. Meanwhile, Clay counting rings. And if you add 7,
Corny.
you get to their road losses. Is Brew finally giving up on his finals prediction? And finally, will Lamar Jackson end up on America's team, the New England Patriots? Do you like that?
I love it.
Wow. Alongside Nick Wright, I'm Kevin Wild.
Doubt
Brew.
it's happening, but I like
Why
it.
do you like it so much?
It'd be awesome.
Thank you.
That's
Potion
all I'm going to
analysis.
say. I'll get to it later. I don't think it's going to happen, but
Well,
it'd be great.
okay.
We can all dream, right?
Well, it's not even a dream. It's just a few first-round picks and $250 million.
Yeah.
But we're going to start today with a weekend in L.A. Friday, a set of errors, fouls, and missed foul shots from AD ended up opening the door for the Mavs. Kleba drains the game winner. Oh, here's a missed free throw. Yeah. Oh, that didn't go in. Next thing you know, there's the game winner. And it's game. Kyrie, I thought it was a good bonding moment for your Mavs. Everybody was very excited. AD said it was his fault after the game. Not Kyrie's, his. So last night, bounce back game, Brew, not so much. A meek 15 points. Austin Reeves scores 35 off the bench. LA holds on to dispatch of the Frisky Magic, who were, for the record, on a back-to-back. Let's look at the standings. Nick, you claimed that the Lakers were always in 6th place.
No.
You've been claiming it for 2 weeks.
No.
Look, the Lakers are in 6th
No,
place.
that is. I've never claimed that they
Wiles,
were.
I'm with you.
Every time.
He has played some funny
No,
mathematics on this show for the last
I have not
like, 2
claimed they
weeks.
were ever in 6th place. I have claimed 6th place was for the taking. And by the way, I don't know if we can show that standings again, but had they won the Mavs game, this would
Had they? Had they?
They
We're
would be
dealing with
right
had
now.
they.
Yes, because
Okay.
they would be in 6th place.
Okay.
Literally.
Do you
But-
want to give Kyrie a little love? Your Maverick saviors a little bit of love?
Sure,
Because that
Kyrie
was a
played-
fantastic game and play by him.
Kyrie played well in that game. There's the love. Now to the Lakers.
Not enough.
So here's the reality of the situation. Because the loss to the Mavericks was devastating. It doesn't quite eliminate them from contention of avoiding the play-in, but it damn near does. And it puts it really in the specter of missing the play-in entirely. That's how bad of a loss it was. But Friday to me was not as from the Anthony Davis perspective was not as bad as Sunday was. And they won Sunday because Friday was a terrible 90 seconds of real time. He fouls Kleba trying to do too much, then he misses a free throw, and he has been bad at clutch free throws all year, including a game beginning of the year. Remember when he missed 2? We've seen this throughout the season.
And he's an 80% shooter from the
right,
line, so
but
it's
not
not
in
like
the
he's a
fourth
bad-
quarter and
right.
not under 5 minutes, and with a minute left, he's around 50%, amazingly. And then he falls asleep on this play here, and all of a sudden, Kleba hits the game winner. But I can get over, Brew, 90 seconds of bad basketball if he then responded on Sunday saying, this is a must-win. Had they lost Sunday, I think they would be done. Not mathematically, obviously, but I think they would have been done. You don't recover from losing 4 of 5
Play-in?
and losing. Yes, because you can't lose to the Rockets and the Magic in a week. And so Anthony Davis knew the stakes of the game, knew that he put it on himself that they had lost Friday, and he walked through another game. You simply can't count on him. He is great when he's great. He's just sometimes, and you have no way of figuring what you're going to get. And so I don't deny the talent, I don't deny the accomplishments, but on a night-to-night basis, you just don't know what you're getting from Anthony Davis, which is in some ways the definition of a superstar. Is he going to produce? Not necessarily every night, but you are shocked when he doesn't. I'm not shocked when AD doesn't produce, and it's so frustrating because when he does, he's so brilliant on both ends.
Yeah, I don't disagree with a lot of what you said because, and I've been saying this for a while. I don't want to say I learned it over the weekend, but it was just more confirmation. AD's not a number one guy. All right? He's a number one talent.
Okay.
But he doesn't have the mentality of a number one guy. That's why he didn't take the torch from LeBron James in 2020 after winning that championship. Because he's not that guy. All right? That's why he didn't deliver. And it's not just, he had only 15 points and 11 rebounds, yesterday. Guys have subpar games, okay? But it's that AD doesn't cherish the moment. Okay? There are a lot of guys, Nick, and this is nothing against LeBron because obviously you love having LeBron as a